it's Tanya and I'm here to talk yarn again. I actually didn't expect to make another video for a few weeks, but wonder of wonders, KnitCrate is back on track. I can't believe it. I didn't think it would happen so quickly. Maybe they did need that extra money, that extra $10 or so. Fair enough, right? 10 plus, but whatever. Here it is. There's the yarn, Indulge. I downloaded the patterns, especially since I really wanted that, the leg warmers this time. I don't know if I'm gonna make it with this yarn because I saw this yarn and I assumed I would get the version I didn't want. I assumed I would get the tan one because I'm not fond of tan. And so far I've gotten a color that I didn't like, but this time was different. So I have another 5-pack of this coming already, and I got 2 more of these, and they're so pretty. The color is a subdued blue, and so I really like it. They call it Audine Wool's Mellow. It's called Cordial. It's 80% Hukaya, alpaca, 20% tencel. It's bulky weight, 125 yards for 100 grams. It's a hand wash gently. So there's the information on the thing. And here is just this lovely yarn. It has some different tones in it. Not as much as I was expecting, but it's really pretty. It is really nice little bulky. And I'm really happy with it. I think it's really, really nice. And I love my blues. So yay on this, nice and soft. I got 2 of those. The gift was a little magnet bookmark. I don't read as much print as I used to. I read a lot of ebooks, mainly because I'm a heavy reader of junk food books. I like them a lot. And so I'll go through a ton of them, and I would just have piles and piles around my bed because I usually read at night before I go to sleep. It's sort of my routine. And so I would have these piles of books, and I'd have to take frequent trips to the Goodwill and things like that. So now that I read ebook versions, it just works out better for me. Not as much mess. So, but I am reading a print book right now, so I'll use this on my book for my bookmark. So that was KnitCrate. So excited. This is a month where I actually finally got a color. Ever since they switched to where you couldn't pick a colorway, I have not received a color I actually liked. So I'm super excited about that. And I wanted to show you what I did with last month's KnitCrate yarn. I actually thought about purchasing more of this yarn. The pink, so pretty. It wasn't the color I wanted. I wanted the blue, but the pink was so pretty and it feels so nice and it works up so beautifully that I thought about buying enough to make a nice little shrug or a bolero kind of thing to wear over a black dress, because I think this is just gorgeous. But I decided in the end that I have purchased too much yarn lately. It's too much. I have too much yarn coming and I couldn't do that. So I did something with it. And so I made a hat and cowl set. And I decided this yarn is so sort of whimsical and fun that I needed to have some kind of little bobble thing on there. And I used a little, and I wanted texture because it's so busy anyway. I wanted some texture to make it kind of pop a little bit. And so I added some texture. Now this is based on this hat pattern. This is from Bag a Day Crochet. It's a standard top from double crochets all the way down to here. And then cute little, simple little bobbles. And then a sort of stitch pattern in here that is, it's front crochet, front post, back post, and then a standard double crochet. So it makes a sort of interesting little depth in there, along with all the rest of the texture, a little extra element of texture. And so I added 1 more row of this, but because I wanted it to be a tiny bit slouchy. And so that is the beautiful little hat. I'm very happy with the yarn and how it feels, how it goes on. I think that's going to be super cute. Hopefully my bangs are cooperating. And so that's my cute little hat. And then based on this pattern, I made this. I made a twisted cowl, and I made it so that I used the same front post, back post double crochet to make this nice texture that you have right in here in the middle. And I did the same texture on the outer point. And then in the middle, I did 2 rows of the little baubles. And I just think it adds a little bit of pop to something that's already kind of busy, but I thought it needed something to not just be busy. It needed a little bit of texture to it as well, to the color element. And I'm super happy. Oh, except I have a hair on my lip now from this, but I'm super happy with it, how it came out. I think it's super cute. Super cute. And so, yay. Wish I could have bought more, but I just couldn't justify it. And so here's my other projects. As soon as I finished this up, I started on, this is, I think, a Lion Brand Kingman scarf or shawl, excuse me. It's a very simple pattern. Not loving it, but it is very basic and enjoyable. I've been on a Criminal Minds thing right now. That show's so depressing, but I can't let it go. And so I sort of watch Criminal Minds and do it. But this yarn is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It's my Expression Fiber Arts yarn. The person who I bought it from, I guess she probably had too many that she bought for a project, and so is selling off 2 of them. And so I thought it would be enough for a nice little shawl. It is lovely yarn. I always wondered, what's the whole deal? Why would anyone pay, you know, that kind of money for yarn and then the shipping and all of that? And I get it. This yarn is silky soft. It's beautiful. It does have sort of just a little sort of inner glow to it. It's not like it's shiny, but it has a glow to it. Wow. I am super impressed. And I've already looked at the website, and they have a pattern they just came out with that's knit that I think I might have to indulge myself. But obviously, like I said, not right now. I've just bought too much yarn, so I can't indulge right now. But maybe around Christmas time, that's what I'll do for myself for Christmas, is get some Expression Fiber Arts yarn. But there's the shawl so far. I think it's going to be lovely. And this is super squishy. I think this is going to be very warm. I think that's going to be, I have some shawls that are really light and pretty, just not super useful, but they don't have to be, right? They just have to be pretty. Now, I have to tell you, I had started in a video before. I got this from Mary Maxim to, they had a pattern that I loved for a shawl. And I was afraid that this yarn, because it's, well, it's not twisted at all. It is all apart. And I was like, you know, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy working with this yarn. I do not enjoy working with this yarn. It just, now I'm only on the base row. So maybe I just need to give it a chance. But I am not enjoying this at all. Like, I did this little part right here and decided to, I was at the mall. My kids were getting their back to school clothes. And so I have to sit there until mommy has to come with a credit card. And so I was sitting there in the middle of the mall on one of the benches, and I had nothing else to do. And I, rather than crochet with this, went and walked around. I was like, no, I would rather not crochet than crochet with this. So, however beautiful, I mean, you can tell it's really pretty. It has such interesting colors with all the different strands and stuff. It's coming out beautifully, but I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like having to fight with the strands every single time. You know, I'm trying to pull it up and there's another strand that's pulled this way. And I was like, ugh, I had to undo stitches over and over. I suspect this project is not going to be finished by me. It's a beautiful yarn. I mean, look at that pattern. It couldn't be more gorgeous if it tried. But some people are made more patient than I am. I will just say it that way. I am not a super patient person. It is what it is, right? We are who we are. And while maybe I should learn a little patience, I'm going to pass right now for that one. Maybe I'll keep it on hold in the back. But, you know, I've got so much other yarn. And I have a little bit of extra yarn, and I made myself a little, oh my gosh, it's not a bandana. Why does a bird bandana? Headband out of this. Oops, excuse me. And I thought it was really cute. Just basic, you know, just a little moss stitch to keep it kind of flat. And I love bandanas on me, except hopefully this one looks good. I can't tell. I love bandanas on me, but they can't bind my head. Otherwise, it's like a vice grip on my head. And so I made this nice and loose. I'll probably try to wear it to work later this week and see if it's too loose, because if it's too loose, it just slips off. But I just thought this yarn is so cute. I just love this yarn so much. All right, so that's everything. I hope you enjoy your Indulge Knit Crate and whatever projects you're working on. And I will definitely reveal all that crazy yarn I just purchased, which isn't going to allow me to buy more of this, which makes me sad, but you know what? We all have our limits. Take care, and we will see you soon. Keep on knitting and crocheting and enjoying it. It brings me such peace, and I hope it brings you peace too. Bye.